Go Patrollers. Jeff Gold for the Go Patrol. Watching Aaron Hernandez out of Falls River, Massachusetts. Opening statements today, but not before. A big ruckus occurred, at least in the press corps, as to what was happening with the jurors. First, we learned that on this first day of the trial, one juror didn't show up. I don't know why that was, but we knew that that juror had to be replaced. Not a big deal. There's alternates for that reason. There were 18 jurors selected. 6 of them were alternates. But then all of a sudden, rumor was 10 jurors are now gone, which would have left us with 8 jurors. And I guess the proverbial all hell broke loose. Well, it turns out that we believe now that this was just jurors that were excused from the extra jurors, the alternate pool, not the alternates themselves, which would have been the 6. So, guess what? We got a new juror, and we had opening statements. First was Patrick Boomberg, one of the 3 prosecutors, I believe, on the case for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, who painted a picture of a hitman, basically, that this was planned, that there was an SUV rented a week before, there was a gun, the murder weapon, presumably, which was bought in a way where money was dropped into a bank account number, and he got this weapon. So there was planning, there was cover-up afterwards, and there was even this text where actually, I don't know if these texts are going to come in. There was indication there were texts, but not the actual texts themselves. But there was one that the prosecutor mentioned, which was that Odin Lloyd, the victim in this case, had texted that he was in trouble, that he knew there was something he had done. And I guess presumably to get the ire of Aaron Hernandez. Michael Fee for the defense came up and said, I'm representing an innocent man, who basically he said was framed, that the police did a sloppy job, didn't look at others that it could have been, called Odin Lloyd many times, Aaron Hernandez's friend, and then also sometimes called him the blunt master, I guess indicating he was a partier and other people might be responsible for this. He ended his opening with, the state won't show you, the Commonwealth won't show you who actually did this. All they're saying is Aaron Hernandez was there. And then also the state won't show you why. Why would he kill his friend? After he was done, the judge made sure to re-instruct the jury on one important point, which they don't have to find that Aaron Hernandez was the doer, that he didn't have to be the one who shot. He may have been, or he may not have been under the Commonwealth's theory, but they don't have to show it. Another thing, judge didn't mention, but I tweeted out, is motive. Let's remember that the state is never obligated to prove motive. They can prove motive. It is helpful to their case to say why somebody did something, but that's not necessary. What the state has to prove is intent, and in this case, it's joint liability. The judge instructed the jury that all the state has to prove is that he was acting basically in concert with these others, that he had the requisite intent that this event occur, and that he was working basically a compass liability. Because it's not the state's theory that they can directly show this. So that was the openings on this case. It's a dramatic case in many ways. Not only do we have a very famous New England Patriots player sitting there with his life on the line, but of course the Super Bowl is Sunday, and who's in it? The New England Patriots. We have 2 sisters on opposite sides of the courtroom. The girls involved in this case were sisters, one with Odin Lloyd, one with Aaron Hernandez. Both stood by their men, and today, other ends of the courtroom. So, we now go into witnesses after lunch. It should be a very interesting case, and it will go on for weeks. There will be more Gold Patrol updates for you, to be sure. Jeff Gold for the Gold Patrol.